And welcome to the Raw.
No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively, I'm gonna do this. What's real life situation? He gets your ass handed to you. And you just, I got to go now. Nah, fuck that. Out of here.
Is another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All A Work. Yeah! Snap into a podcast!
The one with Will Ferrell.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting when you have B-Fab in a match. I ain't see B-Fab in a match for damn near 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Lost Garza? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taking an L. I don't know. He took an L backstage, so come on.
Yeah.
Man can't even talk shit and without getting hit.
He's snitching on people and he legit getting his ass whooped for it. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't get it. No, straight up. Like, even so, a kayfabe, yes, because Apollo Crews has lost every fucking match forever since he lost his IC belt. But in reality, no. Apollo Crews would probably destroy Johnny Gargano easily. Just rip his arms off and shove his head down his ass or some shit. I don't know.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But let's talk about what Dresh was about to do with that camera. I got a little worried. I was like, yo, where you going with that? Yeah, that's what Dresh was about to show us. He said, No, like, what the fuck going on? Wow. Watch your mouth.
He did the same fucking thing. Just
Yeah,
don't let him go there. Oh, I
That's it,
gotta
yeah.
open. We gotta make this quick. I like this open. I liked them wandering through the crowd, them talking about things, getting hype with the crowd. I like this.
Mm.
It's different than we usually see, and I like this style of open. Didn't
Maybe that's
he
why they did it.
actually resign altogether? I thought I saw something about him resigning. Let me look it up.
Oh. I feel like that would have been big ass news. Like that's yikes. So the crazy thing is, they said that Wade Barrett's gonna be filling in for Pat McAfee on Monday because he's gonna be in the national championship covering that, and I'm like, yo, that's disrespectful as shit.
Looks like they gave Corey a ultimatum. He said he hasn't been fired yet, and they basically gave him the take down your shit or else. And Corey didn't want to see what the or else was, so he took his shit down.
Crazy. Yeah. Now that he deleted the tweets, I'm thinking this was real.
I think it was real, because they not only took him off NXT, they took him off Speed Commentary too. Like they took him off everything. Bitch might get a spot on PLEs before the show, but right now he's got nothing.
Man,
he gets to do lives, and that's it.
He's gonna be fucking the new Jackie Redmond. He has one segment in the back. That's about it. It's crazy. I hope not either. Yeah, he was not. He was gone. I looked at his eyes. I was like, "Nigga, your eyes redder than mine."
That was the weed talking.
Like dress shit. That was the weed talking. He said there's so much talent in this Royal Rumble this year. You got, who the fuck did he say first? I don't even remember. Then it was CM Punk. Then it was Seth Rollins. Then it was Roman Reigns. Then it was John Cena. And I'm like, yeah, you lost, buddy. Why are you entering? You're not beating any of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to let you know that. You high ass. That's it, yeah.
And Hulk Hogan. Sorry.
I wouldn't watch it. If he comes out, I'm turning it off.
He got to promote the beer, right? He got to promote the beer.
Yeah, he promote these nuts.
Hmm.
Title defense.
No, I believe it's her first solo win
Title
against
defense.
Bayley.
Well, solo win.
It's the first time Tiffany Stratton has beaten Bayley one-on-one.
Clean.
Correct.
Tyler T, you're apparently muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're apparently muted. Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah.
It's weird.
On stream, you're muted. We can hear you here, but on stream, you're muted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Probably gotta add it. I'm gonna delete it, add it back on. But yeah. Well, but yeah, no, we'll get to the Tiffany Stratton match. I just want to say, being this is her first solid victory, solid, clean.
It was clean.
Does this solidify her as a true fucking champion now? Like, because I was thinking in my mind, because we had a comment on our Facebook page that's from JD Davis. He said, I think Tiffany's gonna win, but it's gonna be interference with Roxanne Perez. There was no Roxanne today.
No, there was not. It was clean.
Straight up Tiffy. That is wild to me because, they've had a lot of champions come up the past couple of months that didn't win their first title defense cleanly, or there was some kind of interference or something happened. But for her to win clean against the true champion Bayley in herself, like, are we saying Tiffy is on top now?
She made. Yeah, I mean she. It was clean. She took several of Bayley's finishers from across the year and still managed to hit the prettiest moonsault.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good match for her. It really was. I think it does really solidify her in not just being a transitional champion and not being a joke with the Money in the Bank. There was the chance for interference even from Raquel. You had, Nia and Candice were both there.
All right.
Right.
And neither one of them took the chance to come out. So
let me know if I got some sound.
Yeah, that's what Justin's about to show us. He said,
for interference, even from Raquel, you had, Nia and
so wait for it to catch up.
And Candice were both
yeah,
there.
you got sound.
I hear you now.
Right.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. I don't know what happened, but we're good now. So sorry about that, guys. All right, back to it. Man, OBS is really messing up today. All right, so now we're back to it. Thank you to whoever messaged and said that. Yeah. Anyway, Tiff Stratton, what you guys were talking about. The biggest thing that you said, G, is it Tiffany time? Yes, it's Tiffy time. It's always been Tiffy time. It's been Tiffy time since earlier in 2024 at the Elimination Chamber. It's been Tiffy time every month since then, and I've been saying it. I never walked away from it. It is Tiffy time now. I even tweeted it. How is Tiffany going to get a bigger reaction than Bayley in her own home damn town?
Because they're not in her hometown anymore.
They were in Bayley's hometown tonight.
No, they were not. Bayley's hometown was last week.
Yeah, it was San Jose.
Yeah.
Bayley's hometown, San Jose. They were in San Diego.
Yep. They're in her home state, but not her hometown.
Yeah. So, I mean, less of a pop, but I mean, she still got cheers. It wasn't like we're going to boo Bayley or whatever, or they were silent, but. Okay, and also, again,
Bayley was recognizing this as her hometown.
Yeah,
no, she was not. She said home state, not hometown.
Oh, did she?
Yes, she said home state because last week is her hometown.
Okay, well we're gonna
specifically said that.
We'll agree to disagree. So,
well, I mean, it says she was.
Well, I mean, according to you, you always have to be right. So.
Do what?
It literally says she was born in San Jose, so.
That's fair. So, either way, what were you saying, G, before that?
I know. I don't know. Something about Tiffany being a champion, and everybody's excited for her run now. So that's why she was getting them cheers tonight. Like everywhere she's going, she's gonna get cheered out the fucking building. Like even when Charlotte Flair comes back and attempts to take the title from Tiffany, she's gonna be cheered. And we'll get to that later because everybody saw the promo. So. And we know what's going to happen when Charlotte comes back.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I digress. Let's move on.
I say they're definitely going to do that for WrestleMania. And unfortunately, because of that, Charlotte's going to probably end up winning the Rumble.
I don't think they'll do it for WrestleMania. I think they're going to put her right in it.
We'll see. I mean, it's possible. It wouldn't be the worst idea, but then I don't know who she goes against at Mania now that Nia's probably going to jump ship. We'll see.
Who, Tiffany? Well, she's got to make it a Mania.
That's true, too. All right, so after we kind of set up the beginning of the night, we're going to go to the back with Bianca and Naomi. Naomi comes up and says she has no lead on Jade's attacker. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause you right there because right as she tweeted that, like a little bit later, Jade tweets out. What did she tweet out? She tweeted out. Because I put it on Twitter. She said, "You sure?" Question mark. Which is wild. So, see, I guess you're right. I guess you were right. It was Naomi the entire time.
Yeah, Naomi's definitely the villain right now in this. And she even kind of pushes it further because after Bianca apologizes for the hair whip, Naomi makes her put her hair up in a bun before they go out.
I can't even say that was villain work. I'd just be like, yo, I feel that. Yo, fucking put that shit up.
Yeah. I want to get hit by that shit.
Yeah, I'm saying, I want to get hit by that shit. Face or hair, I don't give a shit. Put that shit up. We heard that pop, that whoop crack when she hit Sasha. We don't need any more of that. And then when she was putting it up, she almost hit her in the eye. So, no.
Yeah, it's fair. But she had to apologize that for immediately too, and that's when Naomi was like, "Look, man, look, that's exactly why." But this is gonna lead to our match. Bianca and Naomi come out to the ring, followed by Nia and Candice. The match itself was, I thought that this match was weird for a first match. It didn't exactly bring the hype that I would be. It didn't bring the energy that I would think a first match would have, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good enough match, but Bianca. I mean, Bianca's the one out of all of them that brings the most energy, and obviously Nia is just an attraction in and of herself because of how big she is and everything. But like, I don't know. I mean, how did y'all feel about this match as the opener, and how did y'all feel about the finish of the match?
Could have been a mid card, and as far as the finish, I was working.
You know, I agree with that it could have been a mid card. It really didn't have. You know, you want to start the show hype, you want to end the show hype, and then sprinkle the middle. This really should have been a middle. It didn't feel.
It didn't captivate us.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. I mean, it could have been a singles match for all it was. I mean, man, you know,
damn.
Bianca and Nia, just go. You know, fucking Naomi spent half her time unconscious under the ring somewhere, and Candice is just a little fucking squirrel running around the ring going ooh, and trying to pull on Bianca's hair, and that's about it.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
The finish itself, where for you, G, since you didn't see it, the Nia accidentally drops a leg on Candice, and that leads to the Bubba Bomb from Naomi.
God.
Yeah. So.
Oh God.
Yeah. So Candice took a leg drop from Nia, and then they got Nia out of the ring, and that was that.
She dropped that beluga whale on her.
And then we get the announcement after the match that Naomi and Bianca are going to defend their tag titles against Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson on NXT.
That I did hear. I did hear that. That I'm excited about. So I'm probably going to tune into NXT for that.
Yeah, I think I don't know if we should be doing review shows of NXT and like on the same day and stuff, but we should probably start doing like quick review shows on NXT if we can catch it. I don't know. Yeah. We'll look into that.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good ass match.
Yeah,
like, just because of Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend are fucking phenomenal. So
man, I'm telling you,
down for all that.
I'm telling you,
I know you all about Lash Legend.
I'm calling Lash Legend, man. She's gonna be a breakout star.
She's gonna be nice.
Yep. I don't mean anything against Jakara Jackson at all, but Lash Legend is the Shawn Michaels in the proverbial rockers of that group.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Shawn Michaels has a type clearly, so
nothing wrong with that. Everybody got a type. Hulk Hogan got a type. He's got a not type. Byron Saxton's walking through the empty arena with Bayley. This was before the show. And he asks what tonight means to her. She compares herself to last year and says that she feels like she didn't do good enough with her title reign. So this is huge for her, especially being in the main event of SmackDown. He then asks her what's different about tonight, and she says just because of who Tiffany is and what Tiffany's willing to do, this makes it personal. Decent promo. I mean, I don't know. I went from not liking Bayley to liking Bayley more recently, and I don't know why. I don't know what changed in her, because she's still kind of like her attitude, her character's attitude is still kind of snotty and still kind of really arrogant. But just something about Bayley in and of herself, I've changed my attitude towards her.
You saw the BBL.
Man, I don't care about that BBL at all. Not even a little bit do I care about that BBL.
You know what? She alright. She alright. No, it's always been great to me, in my eyes anyway, so I don't know. BBL Bayley.
So after that, we're gonna go to, and obviously, this is setting up for that match later on between Bayley and Tiffany. But we're gonna go and set up another match now between B-Fab and Piper. Go to a scene where B-Fab and Mi Chin are in the back, and Mia is saying that Chelsea and Piper always use the numbers game to beat her. When Piper walks in acting like security and says there's absolutely no threat detected in the locker room.
That was childish as shit. That was childish as shit. That was funny though. I give it that. Absolutely no threat here.
I don't know why, but that immediately made me think of Dresh. Like that sounded like some shit that I feel like Dresh would do. He'd walk into a room just to mess with the boys, be like, "There is no threat in this room whatsoever. There is nothing dangerous in here."
Dangerous, I can see that.
Ain't shit in the map.
Ain't nothing on this map. Ain't nothing but me and you.
Nah, I ain't even here. Fuck that. I'm a disembodied voice.
But Chelsea then comes in and demands Mi Chin's praise, and B-Fab steps to her. Piper gets in between them and says B-Fab needs to back away from the champion, or it'll be the last step she ever takes if she takes one more step. So we're just threatening murder now on SmackDown.
Yep.
And B-Fab says, "Yo, look, if it's going to be like that, why don't I just go talk to Nick and I get a match for us for the night?" So now we got our match. All right.
Ooh.
Cool. That's gonna take us to, because of the sound stuff, I actually missed my one picture cue, but it's all right. We're caught back up. That's gonna bring us to Jimmy Uso versus Carmello Hayes. Sorry, that was interesting. So Jimmy gets to do a hype up when he comes out to the ring, right?
Yep.
Pretty decent. Then they give Carmello a mic too and do the same thing, and Carmello proceeds to bury himself on the way out to the match. So he says, and I will quote, Carmello, so he says, what is it? He says, Jay has a match against Gunther, and Roman has a Royal Rumble match that he's going into, and what do you have, Jimmy? And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, Jimmy has a match against you, and you don't miss. You're supposed to be him. And I'm like, you just made yourself look like a jackass.
Basically, he told himself, he said, "I ain't shit." So what are you doing? That's
Like,
basically what he said. He's like, "I ain't shit."
You sitting on the bench. All
right. Yeah. Damn.
Note to self, I ain't got to take this seriously. Shit.
God damn, yeah, for real. Like,
so
I don't know. I get what he was trying to do with the promo. It just, that wasn't it, dog.
Oh yeah. I 100% understand what he was trying to do. He just didn't say the right words. The right words did not come out.
Like he said, Mello don't miss. How the fuck you miss that hard?
Man. So the match starts, and they're both pretty actually equally matched in the beginning. Jimmy hits a huge Samoan drop, goes for a Uso splash. Carmello hits the first 48 midair.
That was a pretty first 48. I'll give him that.
That shit was wild. He caught that in the middle of nothing. It was like, oh, here we go. Take this. Eat these knees real quick. That's actually where we get our second "This is awesome" chant of the night. Almost every match tonight got a "This is awesome" chant, which is pretty cool. So Mello's gonna go for the nothing but net. Jimmy hits a super kick instead, gets that near fall. Jimmy hits a spear. After Mello hits a super kick, Jimmy goes for the top rope. Uso splash, and then Jacob Fatu ends up in the corner just staring at him. The werewolf just staring. And he'll receive a clothesline from hell pretty much. Or no. That's later on. Hold on. So Tama Tonga comes up from behind and pushes Jimmy off the rope. We get the disqualification, no contest between the two, basically. And then we get a beat down at Jimmy. Carmello, after the beatdown is over, Carmello gets up, tries to thank Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu gives him the clothesline from hell, just for looking at him funny. And with that, we get one more hip attack to Jimmy. And then Solo's music hits, and Solo's gonna come down to the ring.
All right. One thing before we move on.
Yeah.
Jimmy needs to leave his family alone. He just needs to do his own thing because clearly ain't nobody coming out to save him.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like the third time ain't nobody come to help his ass.
No, Jimmy always going to help Jay. Jimmy always going to help Roman. Jimmy don't want. I think he don't want to help Sammy.
Even
Who the fuck
Cody ain't
came
come
to
out to help him tonight.
Ain't nobody come to help him tonight. So honestly, he need to reevaluate that shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You know what? There might be something to that.
I hope so. That shit disrespectful as hell. I'm getting a little upset about it. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what's funny is I didn't even see that. Like, I just assumed because Sammy and Jay's on the one show, whatever. But you're right, Jimmy do be coming out randomly on Raws to help.
Coming out to help, but ain't nobody got Jimmy back. So, hey. And I say this, but Jimmy did do a lot of dirt to Jay, so I get it for Jay, but everybody else.
Jimmy's also a little bit behind though, as far as like compared to his brother. Like Joe Tessitore said something that was really profound, and that thing that he said was Jimmy's been riddled with injuries, and that's kind of slowed down his progress.
My toe.
Fair.
Yeah, his toe, his leg, like he keeps getting these different injuries.
My toe.
My toe.
So, yeah, that's fair. But still, at the same time, somebody help this man. Like, Roman, where are you? Roman came out once. And ever since he came out that one time, Roman ain't been out since. He was like, all right, I showed my ass one time.
He got his Ulafala back. He's sitting in the back doing this right now.
Look, he said cancer hurting right now. I can't do it.
God,
Cancer hurting my
dark.
it hurting right now.
Oh my god. Either way, we get into the real story here with Solo. So the crowd boos the hell out of this man. They don't like him.
God damn. They booed the hell out of him.
This man walked out, got booed, and walked away.
Yep, dropped the mic to cry. Dropped the mic, and he pulled a Sting almost. He came out, didn't say a word, dropped the mic, walked through the timekeeper's area, and walked out the crowd. Jacob Fatu and Tama just looking stupid. So, and this is where things start to get a little hot. Jacob walks over to the mic. He says a lot. Now, first of all, my man Jacob, when he gets excited, you can't really understand what the fuck he's saying. I don't know.
No, look, relax, all right? Look, the ghetto came out a little bit. I understood what he was saying. All right? You gotta listen between the stuttering and the ghetto-ness of it.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I caught from it, and then you can fill in any blanks or decipher. All right, so what I got from this was Jacob walks over the mic. He says he's tired of the disrespect. He doesn't care if people boo him. He doesn't care if people cheers him. And if people thought he was crazy, he's just getting started. That was pretty much the gist of what I got from his promo. But he said some crazy stuff.
That's all he said.
Man.
That's all he said.
All right, cool. So I speak gangster. All right, I would like my certificate.
Move on, please.
With that though, LA Knight's music hits and this psycho jumps in the ring by himself. What was his plan here? LA Knight, I know you watching this podcast. LA Knight, I know you a friend of the channel. So what were you thinking, brother? Why did you go out there by yourself? Why did you go and fight Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, the werewolf? Why would you do that? Because you go out there.
He had 3 honey packets and a rhino pill and just needed to get it in.
Yo, like 3 honey packets is crazy. The rhino pill, absolutely ridiculous.
What the hell's a honey packet?
I mean, honestly, Dress isn't probably far off from that because there's no other reason for him to do that. He said, I'm off 3 honey packets and a rhino pill. Let's go.
What
man came out there in full mask just ready to go.
What is a honey packet?
We'll catch you up later. We'll catch you up later on the later after the podcast.
Okay. Is it like a dick pill?
Basically.
Okay. I know what the rhino is, but all right.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing. It's just for this generation.
Good God Almighty. Okay, so either way, LA Knight comes out, and my man does well for a little bit. He really does. Yeah, he's fucking kicking ass. But then the numbers game gets to him. You can't go against these two clowns, man. They're good. And so who comes?
And nobody
out to
came for him either.
So who comes out to make that save? So who comes out to make the save? None other than Braun Strowman, one big son of a bitch, comes down to the ring. Tama Tonga decides, oh, I got this, does a dive. And Braun says, no, I got this. Catches him, throws his ass against the barricade, and then he faces off with Jacob Fatu. And I am not going to lie to you, I was pretty hyped for this. I thought I wanted to see them come to blows, and instead...
And we are going to.
Oh, we are going to.
Eventually.
We are going to.
No, it's scheduled. Main event. Saturday night main event. We gonna see it next weekend.
Yep. 100%. I say Braun rips his shirt off. I really hope Braun does some sit-ups before he gets there, because man, he looks like he's been having burger after burger. Look, Braun, I know you watch the show, friend of the channel. Lay off the chips, all right? I stopped eating chips. You can stop eating chips. It's hard, but man, come on. Come on.
You know what? For so many friends of the channel, you surely do talk a lot of shit about the friends.
Yo, the
I
thing
know,
is,
right?
someone's going to clip this shit and it's going to get around to Braun. He's going to kick my ass one day.
I ain't no friend of yours, motherfucker.
He's like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
I don't know who the fuck you are. Catch these hands. Oh!
Lay off my burgers.
God,
Lay off my burgers. Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
So yeah, they
My
face
cheat
off, run, and then Tama pulls Jacob out because Jacob was ready to go. Jacob don't give a shit. He said, "You wanna? All right, cool." And then Tama pulls him out. He says, "Yo, not here, not here. We gotta wait till Saturday main event, brother."
No, Thomas said, nah, this ain't what you want, dog. That ain't what you want. You see what he did to me? He can do the same thing to you. Don't do it.
He threw me against the barricade. My shoulder still hurt. Get back here and rub me down. All right.
Wait a minute.
So, moving on. We're going to go to the back. We'll see Angel and Berto getting hyped up by Santos Escobar for the tag match coming up. Lay down. Go lay down. Go on. Why you got to mess with Dad? I already took you out. Sorry. So, at some point, and I didn't write it down, and I missed it, so I apologize. But at some point, Nick Aldis goes to Cody Rhodes and tries to get him to sign the addendum to the contract. Now, it doesn't say... Huh?
That was when Rey was talking to Nick, trying to get the match for tonight with KO.
Yeah.
After Nick says, yeah, you can have that, that's when Cody walks out of the medical office.
Yes.
And when he's talking to Cody there, after Cody finishes,
Clear,
apologizing to Rey for not being there,
Yep.
Nick says, hey, we got this addendum I need you to sign. And Cody goes, me and KO? And he's like, yeah. Has he done it yet? No. He's my next stop.
Yep.
Well, I ain't signing it till he signs it.
Yeah, and that was so that had to be right after the first match then. And I was exporting JPEG files and shit for tonight's podcast, so I just missed it. So I apologize for that. But either way,
Exporting JPEG files.
look, man, I from the time SmackDown starts to the time
Tiffany
it ends,
pictures.
I am making PNG files, JPEG files, whatever, trying to make this podcast
Hey, man, me
work.
too. Hey, brother, me too.
Anyway, so we're gonna go to Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garza. Look, I don't take a lot of notes during these matches, the Motor City Machine Gun matches and the Los Garza matches, and the reason is because they're so quick and they're so just smooth to watch. They just kind of I really only want to watch I really only want to write the finish down and then go over different high spots in the match that y'all liked versus what I liked and stuff like that. The finish for the match itself is was again perplexing. I mentioned this earlier. It's Motor City Machine Guns going for the Skull and Bones. Pretty Deadly comes out to get involved, and they try to help Los Garza, which doesn't make sense to me. For some reason, so they didn't even show the replay of them getting involved. They just showed the second Skull and Bone attempt after Motor City Machine Guns got rid of Pretty Deadly. So they didn't even show the run-in because it was so confusing, I think, for everybody.
Well, they're attempting to help them because, the other guys, they don't want to take on the Machine Guns again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, they don't want to take on Motor City Machine Guns again. So this was a part of that deal. Hey, go take out Motor City Machine Guns, and I'm guessing that's why they went out there. Regardless of what Los Garza had anything to do with anything, didn't matter. They were just supposed to take out Motor City Machine Guns.
That's fair. I was just thinking, that's all I kept thinking about was last week. It didn't, like, Los Garza beat Pretty Deadly, so why wouldn't they come out and screw over them? So I think that was just a spot that wasn't fully thought out. Like, you can explain it as you just did, and it makes sense. But I just feel like fans were like 50-50. I feel like half the fans thought what I thought, and half the fans thought what you thought. What you're thinking is more forward thinking. I was just thinking in the moment, like, wait a minute, what the fuck's actually going on? And I didn't really think until after the fact, oh, well, maybe this is just a deal they have with DIY.
Yeah.
But it's kind of shoddy storytelling.
And remember, during their loss with Los Garza last week, one of the points of the match was not DIY. It was Pretty Deadly, screaming towards the back, going, "Help DIY!"
Help!
So, I think that's where we were going with that.
And again, Triple H said you have to pay attention to everything. So, this is what he's talking about. Just a little stuff like that.
Yep.
But when it comes to this match, like you said, it's always smooth. I love watching the Motor City Machine Guns. I mean, they hadn't been here a long time, but they're here for a good time. And I honestly love watching Los Garza with the changes they've made to Angel Umberto here recently. I know they added the sleek little tattoos, and all of a sudden the two of them have changed. But I like the way they roll. I like the way they actually wrestle now. I like watching both of them, and the two of them wrestling together. They complemented each other well, and it was a very smooth and a very entertaining match.
This motherfucker said when they got the little tattoos and now they can wrestle. I'm weak. Like, they got tattooed. Oh yeah, we're gonna go out there and wrestle now. What?
I don't even think they're actually tattoos. I think they're just
good, though. They just
tattoos.
Yeah, the tattoos do give him a bit of a flair, though. I will say that. I mean, it doesn't like really do anything for him in real life, but the tattoos are cool.
I mean, it's kind of like what happened. Well, not kind of, a little more or less, but kind of like what happened with the Usos. You get the two Samoans coming out doing the tribal shit, and then all of a sudden you get the penitentiary that next year, and everybody's hyped all around them, and they've been hyped around them since. Even so far as to call them the greatest tag team that's ever wrestled, which is crazy. So, I mean, I don't know, just a little bit of style change can hype up another team or hype up other wrestlers. So,
true that. Let's see here. What do we got next? So we're gonna do basically the same exact thing we did with Cody, right? Nick Aldis is going to go up and he's going to say, KO, look. Well, first of all, KO gets in his face for interrupting him while he was taping his hands up. Look, man, KO's a gym. Whether he's a good guy, a bad guy, the dude's hilarious.
He's good. He's good as hell. I don't know.
And I hate to say this, because, I mean, like, KO's always been good. He really has. But when he did his friendship angle with Chris Jericho back in the day.
That shit was fantastic.
It was amazing.
That shit was fantastic.
So good. But I feel like he learned so much from Chris Jericho. I can see so much Chris Jericho humor inside of his humor now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Both of those Canadians were sharing notes and shit, talking about maple syrup. Yeah, no.
Did you say notes or oats?
I said notes.
Okay.
I mean, they could have been sharing notes too, but...
I was like, yo, man, look, just because they're from Canada don't mean like oatmeal. Like, God damn.
Maple oatmeal, yeah. Canadians. Winnipeg.
Jesus. But either way, KO says the thing, same thing Cody says. He's like, I'm not gonna sign that until Cody signs it. How about that? And stop trying to get in the way of me getting ready for my match, Nick. And then walks away. So now we got that. Now Nick Aldis is gonna have to come up with a solution, and as we will see a little bit later on, Nick does come up with a solution, and it's a fantastic solution. If nothing else, a solution that will get extra people to come and tune in to SmackDown next Friday.
No, it's at his solution is at Saturday Night Main Event. They're doing it at Main Event.
Oh, is it Main Event? I thought he said it was Friday next week.
No, yeah, he's doing it at Main Event.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. I missed that. My bad. So yes, so it will be done at Saturday night's Main Event. Thank you for correcting me. We're gonna move on to Piper in B-Fab. B-Fab's first time in the ring, and what did we say it was? 4 months?
That's said 4 months. I'm maybe exaggerating, but I feel like I'm not, which is crazy.
Last time she was in the ring was for the United States Championship tournament.
Oh, was that so? Maybe
2 months.
A month?
No, November, right?
2 months.
It'd be about November, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it was the first round of the tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First round.
that'd be November.
But I mean, even before that, what was she? Was she wrestling then?
I can't remember the last time she wrestled before that.
Yeah. So, a collective of 4 months.
Either way, really good to see B-Fab out there. I didn't even really see a lot of ring rust on her, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, the match wasn't like knockdown, drag out amazing, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad match.
No. And I'm pretty sure she does a lot of house shows, so that probably helps.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So it starts out with Chelsea immediately getting involved. She gets in B-Fab's face. B-Fab was smart enough to sidestep the sneak attack from Piper. Piper keeps trying to use her power to take over, but, you know, like I said, B-Fab put on a good show. She maintains control for a good minute by being quick and technical. The control doesn't really shift until Chelsea mocks B-Fab on the outside of the ring, and B-Fab actually attacks Chelsea, beats her down real quick. She gets back into the ring. Piper's going to hit the Samoan drop and then give her a pop-up Death Valley driver, and she will beat B-Fab. After that, they beat down B-Fab until Michin comes out with a kendo stick, and, you know, Piper will try to take the kendo stick, but that turns on her, and they end up getting chased out of the ring. Done and dusted. This is one of those matches, like I was talking about, not a lot of build-up, not really a huge story there. They're using it to, like, further Michin's and Chelsea Green's story, but, like, not a bad segment, not a bad match. I mean, what did you guys think? Did y'all feel any kind of way about it? Dresh, I know that you haven't said much about it yet.
It really, to me, it made no sense. Like you said, it's more for the Michin aspect, both before and after. It was a clean match. B-Fab looked good. I was impressed because, like you said, I had forgotten she was in the first round of that tournament. I honestly was going to say I can't remember, since I've started watching wrestling again, I can't remember seeing her in the ring.
It's very rare, like,
so,
here and there.
Seeing her against Piper tonight, I mean, you know, that's the Wish.com Nia Jax, but it was a good fight.
Wish.com Nia Jax, though. God damn. Could have said Scottish Nia Jax.
Am I wrong?
He took it a step further. He said, nah, that's Wish, baby.
So, the Women's United States Championship Tournament, it was Bayley versus Candice LaRae versus B-Fab. That was the last match that she had.
When was the last one before that?
Let's see.
2015?
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't think. I'm sure she fought. Maybe she was in the Royal Rumble.
Let's take a look. I know I
Last
had.
Saturday.
Here it is. So WWE, she's had 10 total matches. It looks like. She's had 15 total matches. She has won 5 and lost 10. That does not count tonight. Let's see. The last one, let's see. WWE Speed number 48 taping December 16th, 2024 against Natalya. Speed taping 43 against Natalya. She lost both of those. 44 against Natalya, she lost. SmackDown against Bayley, she lost. And then before that, November 6th, 2024 in the UK. Let's see. She lost against Michin, it looks like. Lost in the UK. It was house shows. Lost at a house show against Michin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yep.
A lot of house shows. I figured.
A lot of house shows.
Yep.
And then before that, February 19th, she went against Raquel Rodriguez.
Was that televised?
Oh, no. She was in a battle royal with Raquel Rodriguez and a bunch of other people for the title.
I said Royal Rumble, but Battle Royal, same thing.
She wasn't in the Royal Rumble. Oh, wait. Yeah, she was. I take it back.
Yeah, she was in there.
Yep. So,
Damn.
yeah, she hasn't done a lot, but, I mean, it was really good to see her featured on SmackDown. Always a nice thing. By the way, profightdb.com, that's where you can get all of any wrestler's entire match setup. They're really good about that. They're really, really good about that.
Look up Sting's
No,
AEW.
no.
Look.
No.
I just want to look at it.
We're busy.
Look, I want to go over it because he's undefeated.
Look at it while you're at work tomorrow.
I don't give a shit.
I mean,
Sting's
let's just make
undefeated,
a show about it. We can record that and post it. Why not?
That's fine.
He
said we working.
Anyway, after that, we get a video package of Bob Urker. Rest in peace. Thank you for the memories. Tiffany in the back with Byron Saxton. He tells her she made history, and she corrects him and says, "No, I made Tiffstry."
I ain't gonna lie, that was stupid.
I'm a big Tiffany Stratton fan. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Oh, that was stupid as shit. I was like, you have to agree with me. That had to be stupid as shit.
I'm a huge Tiffany Stratton fan. I did not like that. That made my brain hurt.
Tiffany, I say, if you don't get the fuck out of Tiffany.
So she says that Bayley has had a lot of good moments this year, but she says, I have also had a lot of good moments this year. Bayley's gonna have to to sit back and watch her dreams go away because Tiffany is not only having moments right now, but Tiffany is the moment. Crowd loses it. They love her.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna get Rey Mysterio versus KO. I took notes on this match. I took decent notes on this match. I took really good notes on the Tiffany Stratton and
Of course you did.
Bayley match just because of their clout.
Wardrobe malfunction imminent.
Do what?
Nothing. Continue.
So the match starts out with basically KO's power versus Rey's quickness, right? Like everything is Rey's technical ability versus whatever the other person has. I honestly like that they're still using Rey here and there. Like I feel like this is the way that you use a legend that's still able to go.
Mm-hmm. That's it. It was not a bad match for him.
No.
Like, I can't say I feel like he's looked better in this match than he's had in recent matches, or quote unquote more recent matches.
He was high.
I mean, yeah.
Well, he was high 2.5 hours or 2 hours prior.
And he might have actually been all right at the end of this match if the ref hadn't fucking nutted him on the turnbuckle.
Well, to be fair,
The ref grabbed the ropes and nutted the mother.
Well, yes.
said,
Okay, yes. But KO kicked this man straight in the balls during the match. Or not kicked him, but kneed him. He kneed him straight in the cojones.
He kneed him with the ball. And then the ref was like, yeah, let me finish the job. No more dogs in this bitch.
Like, and there were a lot of hard-hitting moves too, man. Like Rey, he's like what? He's like 50? 40-something? He's like in his upper 40s, or at least, if he might be 51, 52, but I think he's like 48. That's like a 5-year gap there.
He is 50.
He's 50? So, he's a 50-year-old man, and he took a knee to the groin, definitely. He took, where is it at? Let's see. KO hits a front-face powerbomb to counter the Hurricane Rana, and he follows that up with a senton, and then an Irish whip to the corner, front-facing.
Yeah, that was wild.
So Rey flips around, he slams this man on his chest, sentons him, and then he fucking throws him into the corner chest first.
So we won't see Rey in action for a little bit.
I say that sucks. That sucks for him. I'm like,
he broke his bones.
Man, his balls apparently.
And his balls.
And the thing is like they kept going back and forth. I mean, like Rey hits 619, KO hits the stunner.
That was
what
a
y'all
good
were
stunner
talking
too.
about. Rey
sold the fuck out of that stunner.
Like, so for KO to hit that stunner on Rey, you have to kick low and then get low enough to do that shit. Or you can catch him on the way down.
Rey fucking bounced like 10 feet in the air off of that stunner.
Yep. I loved it.
Yeah, love the cells.
But oh yeah, fucking KO goes for a swanton, gets up, Rey hits a 619. KO when he hits a 619, he then goes up to the top ropes, to which what y'all were talking about. He knocks the ref into the ropes. Rey lands on the giggleberries, and then after
rolls
that,
off the fucking turnbuckle.
Yep.
Rey's just like banana, whatever the safe word is, just fucking in.
Yep.
He was like, help.
Hits the pop-up power bomb, wins the match, picks Rey up, tries to shake
Man,
his
that was
hand,
a
and gets ready to set him up for the package
pop-up
power
powerbomb.
driver. What?
I'm sorry, the rest of the match was good, but that was a half-ass pop-up powerbomb. In my opinion. Like,
I mean,
it's what put Rey away, and you look at it, and it was just kind of like KO going, eh. Like, he didn't put anything behind it. He just, eh.
Don't you think Rey had been through enough that match? Like, he ain't had no more testicles.
It's
His
KO.
testicles was gone.
KO doesn't give a fuck. This is KO unhinged. KO is on cocaine somewhere.
Ah, see, he respected Rey before he mentioned Cody. So it's Cody that set him off. But at the same time, Rey went through a lot that match. He got his ass whooped. The least he can do is just finish him softly, I guess.
So what you don't know, G, is that Dresch actually found a picture of Rey Mysterio hanging out with Montez Ford. So that's why he's like, powerbomb the motherfucker into the ground.
Man, he friends with him, so fuck him too. Jesus Christ.
Dresch in his KO, he saw Rey shake Montez's hand. He says, I can't believe you would shake his hand.
Just on delivering messages. Yo, Rey talking shit about you.
And honestly, hold on. We got to clarify for the people watching the podcast. Look, it's not a racism thing. We don't think. Dreschen just hates Montez Ford for no actual good reason.
I have no reason. I just don't like the man. I'm sorry.
It's unhealthy as hell. Like, it is unhealthy for the amount of hate he has for him.
I'm sorry. I just have to take a Ford on the man.
Oh my God. All right. Either way. Look, if we get to the point where we're having guests on this show, I want Montez Ford to come on this damn show.
Oh, shit.
Like, I want him on this show. I want you to have to explain yourself to this man.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say shit the entire show. I'm just gonna be looking like this, like a kid.
Oh man! Hey,
I will have him a guest.
GalaxyCon
I'll have
here.
him as a guest in my studio. How about that?
Oh hell no!
I'm going to GalaxyCon here soon. And Kane, Kurt Angle, and Mick Foley are going to be there. I'm going to reach out to their publicist and see if I can't get one of them on the show. To the people watching, comment, give us a comment. Who would you rather see us, if we can get one of them on the show, who would you rather see us interview? Kane, Mick Foley, or Kurt Angle? Let us know.
Really?
Get Perk Angle on here.
That's not a hard answer. I'm saying that's not a hard answer. Everybody wants Perk Angle.
Perk
man.
Angle.
We gotta talk about it.
I don't think he does perks anymore.
He doesn't, but that's beside the point. That's
God.
beside the point. He is Perk Angle.
Well,
Like the video of him going, yeah. That's all we need.
now, every time I think of Perk Angle, I think of that one shot where he does that goddamn front flip off the stage onto Abyss. I don't even know how Abyss is alive right now. I don't know. That's like it was like a 7-foot clearing that he did.
I don't know. Man, it was the perks. It was the perks. Look, Abyss got some of the perks from Kurt. Like, we just go perk out on this match.
Jesus.
There's no way. Nah, you're right though. Abyss should not be alive. That for that reason and multiple other reasons.
So either way, like I was saying, KO picks up Rey to shake his hand, and then Rey sets him up kicks him in the gut, and sets him up for the package power driver. Cody comes out. Cody's basically like a man possessed. He is going after KO hard, and KO is actually trying to get away. KO's like, wait a minute, no, hold on, no. I just wanted to end Rey's career. Like, what are you doing? And the security has to mainly stay with Cody. They finally get him off him.
And then Cody pulls a fucking Braun breaker and does a race around the ring.
Yeah.
To continue it.
The fact that he got away from him. The fact
he's fully cleared now.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. But after that, we see Cody in the back with Nick, and that's when Nick says, and my apologies for taking the wrong notes, but he says that Cody and KO will hand over their titles, and they will sign the addendum, and there will be a special guest person moderating the signing, and that will be none other than the Hitman, the Heartbreak Kid, not the Hitman, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And the Hitman will be pissed about it because he doesn't like Shawn Michaels.
I know, right?
If we getting Shawn on the podcast, that ain't happening no more. He called Shawn the fucking Hitman. God damn. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll never get Shawn on the podcast now. Shit.
He said the Hitman.
I just ruined that. And then we get our matches announced for next week. LA Knight versus Tama Tonga on SmackDown. Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu on Saturday night's main event. And Pretty Deadly versus Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown. So those should be okay at best. Pretty Deadly's in the back, and DIY shows up, and Tommaso Ciampa comes up and says if they want a match, they're gonna need to be men and man up. Johnny says that Ciampa's just showing him tough love, and that they need to make DIY's life easier so DIY can make their life better, and holds up the titles, basically saying we'll give you a title match. Then Apollo Crews walks up, and after Johnny walks away, he tries to talk sense into Pretty Deadly about what they're doing. Pretty Deadly doesn't want to hear it. They walk away, and Johnny attacks Apollo and beats him down, grabs him by the face, and tells him to keep DIY's name out of his mouth. Yeah, I heard fucking right.
I heard boy at the end of it, though.
Dude, that's what I was like, man, this seems like, I don't know if it's how Johnny Gargano looks. Like, he looks like a Klansman, or like, I don't know what it is.
Oh, just to keep my name out your mouth, boy. Ooh.
The crazy thing is,
the hard R
G, I liken it to you and me, right? Like, I am too, the size difference is the same, right, between Apollo and Johnny and you and me. There ain't no way there's no way I'm running up to you, pushing you against a tech box, and then you're gonna fall and you gonna let me grab you by the face. You would rip my head off. Like, and if I know you would do that, ain't no damn way Apollo isn't doing that to Johnny in real life.
Yo. Well, it's Apollo Crews, and I hate to say it, but kayfabe Apollo Crews, they're gonna make him the biggest bitch. They're making him the biggest bitch because ain't no fucking way that happens in real life. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, motherfucker, you do some shit like that, oh, you're dying that day in that office. You're not getting up. You're not going home. That dog you got there, never seeing him again. That's a wrap.
Man, all I know is him and Carmello, man. Him and Carmello gonna start a tag team.
Oh my god.
Like, they're gonna be called the Clowns. Look, again, and I think they're both fantastic wrestlers. I don't have any problem with them. I don't think they're being used right. That's the problem I have.
No, they're not. They're not.
So,
They're not.
But either way, moving on, we are going to get a vignette for the returning Charlotte Flair.
Ooh.
So, woo!
Literally don't give a shit.
Hey, you know what, man?
Don't give a shit.
We haven't seen her in a while, and I'm a lot more excited to see her than her dumbass husband Andrade.
And, you know, it's like the reverse of Dresh. He has a problem with, I guess, Mexican men who date blondes. I don't know.
No, it's not that. I do not like Andrade. He's not as good as people try to this is what I don't like.
Uh-huh.
Giving someone an Undertaker-like or Shinsuke-like build-up, right? And then just proceeding to have the wrestler shit on it. Like, because he's not as good as the build-ups that they give him. He never has been. Now, he might have been in Lucha Underground, but he's never been that good here. And so I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. I feel like I have a legitimate gripe, but like, you always bring us down to earth, so you sometimes make me feel like I don't have a legitimate gripe. But I'm just like, I don't like the way he looks. I just don't think he's a good wrestler.
Look, listen to you heard what he said, right? I don't like the way he looks.
Yep.
God damn.
No, like
you
not.
said it.
No,
You
like
said it.
that's not what I meant.
I never
like,
said that.
You know when people say that's not a good look? Oh.
I know. God damn, you made Dress look non-racist. What is happening?
Look, man.
All I'm gonna say is, if you really don't like a wrestler that bad, go watch some of their old matches and see if that changes your mind. Because again, this just could be the way they're going about it. That's all it is. This just could be the way they're going about it. Because Andrade is actually a good wrestler. He's really good. Not to the upper echelon caliber. No, not yet. But I'd say he's just as good as Carmello. Maybe a little less good, but just around that area.
Yeah, but is he as good as the way people hype him up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get I didn't feel that much hype. Yeah, he had a lot of vignettes. I feel like that was oversaturated. That I will agree with. But I feel like they hype him up to where it needs to be. I don't see hype or oversaturated because he's not in our face every single week.
Yeah. We got a chat from Cog. He says, did Solo come back yet? Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Solo did come back. And he dipped. He got booed out of the building. He dipped through the timekeeper's box, walked out through the crowd, and
like he was gonna cry.
Yep, left to cry, left Jacob and Tama confused. We will see where that goes. I gotta be honest. Go ahead.
What's up? No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I gotta be honest. I know we already talked about it, but circling back, that's the most interesting thing Solo could have done.
Oh my god. The most interesting thing he could have done or has done? That's my question, what you're saying.
That's the most interesting thing that he could have done.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Because he didn't need to go out and say anything.
He didn't have to say a damn word. And it's the Sting. It's the Sting treatment. Like, that's how I'm thinking about it in my head. He went out and he looked around the crowd. The crowd was booing him, and he said, "You know what? That's fine." Dropped the mic and walked out. Now, no one has any idea what he's going to do. He didn't make any threats. He didn't say he's sorry. He didn't do anything. He just said, "I bet," and he left. That is the most interesting thing he could have done, in my opinion.
That's fair.
But what were you going to say? What was your opinion on it?
No, that's the same thing. Like he legit just hasn't said anything, because we're wondering if he's actually gonna start following Roman Reigns again, huh? Control
the boys.
I don't think he's gonna control him anymore. Because you see, he didn't even really acknowledge them like talking about it.
Yeah. Yep. And they're already starting to kind of slowly push them away from Solo by making these other matches. They're keeping them relevant with Solo not, and on the 27th, Solo has to come out. They're doing the acknowledgement ceremony for Roman. Right. So Solo has to come. And the question is does he say something, or do they go the old school Sting route? Because I think it would be really cool if Solo played this banished, banished character. Does that make sense?
Banished and mute. He doesn't say anything. Yeah, he's there. And nobody knows what he's thinking. Nobody knows what he's going to do. He's just there.
Yeah. I think that would be super interesting. And then finally he just comes out and beats the shit out of people. I would actually be here for that.
But honestly, I think he has to follow Roman Reigns now. So it would be like you said, like a banished character, but he has to be, I guess follow suit with Roman now, since he also will follow. So yeah, I'd be good to see that.
I'm saying that's just fantasy booking. That's just wishing. I mean, Dresh. Again, we kind of went over this very quickly. So I'll ask you too. What would you like to see them do with Solo now?
At this point, Solo's not going to fold back into the Bloodline. He won't. The character's become too strong-willed. He'll be there. He'll keep his word and be there, but I don't think he'll stay.
Okay.
He will either ostracize himself from the Bloodline, or Roman will banish him from the Bloodline. Either way, I think you get this, like you said, this outcast character, where either he's going to just take a break and we get the werewolf and the Tongas running wild, or, I could see the Sting treatment on him. That wouldn't actually be a bad thing for him. I really don't think.
I mean, honestly, they can go either route with this for Solo. So you just gotta wait and see what happens.
Yep. So, but all right, we are now at it, y'all. We're at the last match. The match that everybody was waiting for, the match everybody wanted, that personally, I was hyped for. So it is Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton. Now, I did almost play-by-play notes for this, because at the very end, they were doing big move after big move. We're going to run through it, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton, right? So we got Roxanne Perez in the crowd. That was pointed out very quickly. And I got to be honest, first of all, the question is, you saw Roxanne Perez, right? Everybody thought the same thing. Oh, this is going to be some kind of Bayley, Roxanne Perez thing, and now Tiffany's going to be kind of cast to the side for her first defense, right?
You're roboting.
Yeah, it looks like something's happening to it looks like I'm dropping frames now.
Well, if you want good news...
It looks like we're back.
We got to speed run this one, unfortunately, because I can see you losing it now. You losing on frames fast as hell.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot of frames now. Fuck. Alright, well, either way, the match itself, great match. If we're losing frames, I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Or end it very, very quickly, because losing frames is not going to work for us, and it's just going to be bad.
No.
So basically, Tiffany's going to win. She has a very successful first defense. It's going to be a clean win. It's going to be back and forth. Where Bayley, like the very last series of moves, is Bayley doing a swinging fireman's carry slam after pointing to Roxanne for a near fall. Bayley's going to keep looking for the rose plant, and it eventually bites her in the ass because Tiffany's going to counter the last rose plant attempt with an Alabama slam, and then she's going to hit the prettiest moonsault ever for the 1, 2, and 3. Lots of high hitting.
Cartwheel, Alabama slam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to add the cartwheel because it's Tiffy. For some reason.
And here's the thing. You remember when William Regal went against Goldberg?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this was. This was the litmus test. They put her against Bayley because Bayley took her to the limit. Bayley took her all the way to the limit. Took her through so many different move sequences. So many different things back and forth quickly. The match was only slow for one part of the match. They went on the outside, fought out there. She took bumps on the concrete. She took hard bumps, high bumps, like submissions. She worked an arm, which means what I'm assuming means that Bayley at some point was like, pick a limb, work the limb, work my arm, work a slow match. So she worked a limb, which didn't even tie into the end of the match. She just did it. So I think this was Bayley testing if Tiffany can go, and I think Tiffany showed out.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's
She
we were
definitely
talking
showed
about it while you were playing with your mic. She did. She had an amazing match. It was I think it was very solidifying for her and shows that, like I said before, she's not a joke, a joke or a placeholder. She really deserves to have that title around her waist. She has the ability. We know she has the mic skills, annoying as she can be at times.
Yep.
She can get on that mic. She can cut her promo. She's shown she really is a good package for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, Tiffany Stratton, a full-blooded, full true champion.
Yep.
God damn.
And her titty tape is amazing because they don't ever pop out.
Well, here's the thing. So, even though Dresh said it very disrespectfully, yes, Tiffany had a lot of wardrobe malfunctions when she first started. So that was the first thing I thought tonight when I saw her outfit. Is I was like, her outfit makes her look poised for a wardrobe malfunction. But the thing is you could tell the way the harnesses were done. Like, the way the harnesses were done, she couldn't have fallen out unless like she wanted to. You know what I mean? So the wardrobe people are taking steps to make sure that she can wear the stuff she wants to wear, but she's not going to fall out. I mean, like her top was designed for you to see like under her chest. Like you could see her implant scars and things like that when she was wrestling tonight. Like, So they're taking all of that into account, and they're being, they're letting her be her while also keeping her in the program safe, which I think is great. So,
okay, talking about titties. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's a part of wrestling, man. Wardrobe malfunctions happen. I mean, if we just ignore it, like other channels might, then we're, it's just, what's the point? Got to be there to talk about it, man. Because if you want good reviews, you got to come here.
Is this the ending? Is this the no? I'm saying you ended it on titties. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I ain't mad at you.
Well, you guys know what time it is.
Oh, fuck me.
And we were losing frames and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, it'd be funny if it just shut off right here.
So, we were losing frames and stuff, so I'm not gonna hold us. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here and let y'all know that we will be live for Raw at 11:30 on Monday. We will be live for Saturday night's main event after the show. So I'm hoping y'all can catch it. We will be live for Royal Rumble after the show. Even if I have to be solo and y'all have to join afterwards a little bit, we're going to do it. We're going to knock it out. We're going to talk about it. Because as always, if you want good news and if you want good reviews, then you come here, you go to Facebook, and you go to Twitter, and the name is all the same. You come here to It's All a Work. Yeah! Snap into a podcast.
I swear, nobody loves him but us. We out.